And we're right back, easy as pie. Like I said, I'm in full control of my platform, everything in my life, and everything, period. Right. So, like I said, none of that stuff will be a part of my program. None of that stuff makes any sense. Right. It is what it is. It's not worth acknowledging. You know what I mean? Like, not doing that. So, like I said, you'll continue to see me do my show, right? Completely unbothered, right? And you'll continue to hear me talk about what I want to talk about. Again, the chat is open. Um, if anybody wants to make sense, who's not banned from my program here, more than welcome to come talk to me. Feel me? Other than that, I mean, there's no response. It's just straight gray rock method. All right, so what's up, people? How's everybody doing out there? It's your boy, the Batman, Tyree Sneed. Like I said, um, basically, because Batman has changed things now, right? I know the truth. There's no going back. You've changed things forever. Now that Batman has changed things forever, now all the copycats and the gang stalkers, they wish that they could do what I do. They always have. Like I said, it all comes from the same obsession, right? Like I said, it's girls who've been chasing me forever or whatever, and they mad, so they go online and project their nonsense of their issues online because they're mad because whatever, they can't be with me, not my problem, right? Like, it's just funny when you say on here what reality is, and then people pretend they don't have to acknowledge it. I mean, you've been acknowledging reality. I mean, look around at what's happening. However, I have nothing to do with you. And we will never conversate. Okay. So again, this is a professional, legit business, right? All that other stuff is weak and unnecessary, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, you're not saying anything. I respond to things one time. I mean, it's been talked about too many times for people who speak and then you can't respond. What is that? So, like I said, it's clear what their intentions are. It's clear what they want, right? Who cares what you want? Like, that's the thing, bro. Y'all got to understand. I can just see what it is with everyone. Like, these people are all weird as hell. Like you're really sitting here pretending with me. Like, nah. Listen, I don't care if all y'all ain't happy for me because I succeeded. I don't care if you're unhappy when you see me win and you see me happy. I could care less. You see, these people, they want to pretend that they're not malicious and it's not intentional, but it's clear as day, it's all intentional. It's been intentional since day one. And they're so jealous they can't see straight. Like, okay, I'm going to rub it in your face more and use that to my advantage. Anything else? I mean, why would you sit there doing things expecting a different result? My channel is in great standing. My business is in great standing. Always will be. My life is beautiful, right? Like, the answer is don't respond. We don't feed giraffes here. That means you don't talk to trolls, right? Because again, they're not trolls, they're criminals, and they're going to go to prison for the crimes that they're committing on here, right? Which make no sense. What does that have to do with this platform and what we're here to do? We're just here to talk, man. Is it that serious? But it is to them, right? Okay, that's fine. But it's illegal, so you're going to go to prison. I don't know what part of that you don't comprehend, but yeah, like I don't need to be dealing with that. There's no opposition, man. Like my life is gorgeous, man. My life is open, beautiful. I got my freedom. I'm winning, baby, all across the board. Like I don't care how anybody feels about that. I'm not here for that. That's not what I'm here to talk about. That's why we have subject topics for the shows, right? Everything explains itself, man. So, like I said, it just goes to show the same concept that if people like stood on anything, I mean, it would make sense. I mean, there's no way to even continue to talk about it. That's what's so confusing and weird about it. Because, like I said, it just proves my point that people, I mean, are just weak. You know what I mean? So that's fine. You can project your weakness. I don't care. I don't have time for you. Moving forward, the gang stalkers and the copycats, right? They're all saying the same thing now. So now you've got the knowledge is key. You know, he stalks me, right? Him and his washed up wife stalk me, right? The couple that does nothing, right? They do nothing all day, like nothing. They make no money. They get nowhere. They can't provide. Like they have a lot of issues. Seriously, right? And they're online stalking me all day, worried about me, and can't even do a live and get like 2 views. Facts. Phoenix, right? So it's like I just saw the video pop up today, and it says, "I don't want to work at 9 to 5 anymore." Right? Who taught you that? The man you've been listening to. So just pay homage. Stop trying to be antagonistic and be a fan. So you got to come correct. You're a fan. What's wrong with being a fan? See, these people are so weak. They're obsessed and they're all fans of me, and they can't just comprehend and admit they're a fan. You're not above me. You're not talking down to me. All that way of demeanor you're trying to create is fake. It's a fake persona. It's a manifestation created by your delusional mind that does not exist, right? And you will talk to me with absolute respect because I am your superior. Okay? You're a fan. That's what all of you are. You're a random, meaningless fan. This is what Styles, aka Steez, aka Sweet Lily. All right. And I'll continue to bring you up because I know you want me to. And I'm trying to help you. Right. That's what he is having issues with now. I mean, everything I told you, brother, you're on the wrong team, man. You should have been over here on this side since day one. I mean, you're the one dropping the ball. So, like I said, it's all good when they against me. But then when they realize how those people are, oh, now it's a problem. Now you can't do a show. It's so hard to do a show, right? I mean, you're coming undone, unhinged. You're saying words on here that you're not supposed to, saying crazy stuff, right? I mean, hell, I mean, at least he stood up to him. I like that. He stood up to him. He said, "You're gonna go to prison." That's exactly what you should do, is be reporting their crimes. Yeah, gathering the evidence and reporting their crimes. We all know these people been committing fraud for years. That's what I do, is expose their crimes. So now you're just barely catching on to what's going on, to how sad these people are? Like, are you serious, bro? These people act like they're invisible. They act like people are scared of them. Ain't nobody scared of none of you, bro. You're a bunch of online cowards. What are you talking about? Okay? That one over there is so funny. Rat Smith, right? And like I said, y'all keep running your mouth. I'm gonna bring you up on here, right? Rat Smith is a nobody. Was associated with Tiffany Chrisman, right? And we all know what happened to Tiffany Chrisman. And since you all keep running your mouth, let me go ahead and say the truth. Tiffany Chrisman was one of the ringleaders of this illegal organization. Okay, she was a ringleader of an illegal organization that does domestic you-know-what in this country. Okay, they are all the people I'm taking to court. It's a federal lawsuit. Okay, so like I said, I mean, they continue to get their karma because the karmic debt they created. And then they just keep going. You see, they're just horrible people. You see the fake Cat Smith get on here, and you're exactly right, Styles. She tried to elicit sympathy, right? Now you understand why I do what I do, buddy, right? She tried to elicit sympathy and wants to run a GoFundMe so she can make money off of Tiffany Chrisman. Again, Tiffany Chrisman was not a good person, was a horrible person. She stayed playing the background and she was pulling the strings for everything. And she is one of the main ringleaders of this conspiracy against me. Yep. So it's not difficult to digest reality and what's going on. I told you all what it is. God got me. God is going to come to bat for me all day, right? So when you see all these things happening, like, I mean, when will you learn? God is real, like I told you. God ain't playing around, buddy. Right? Like I said, all these members of this organization, you see what they're going through. You see what's happening to all of them. I mean, right in front of your eyes. It's all coming from God, literally. And you heard what she said. She again tried to disrespect God, right? And say, where do you think the money's going to come from? Trees? God? Yeah, God provides. Shows right there you have no faith, right? You also use not only one filter, not two filters, not three filters, for real, but you use about 1,000,000 filters, okay, Ratsmith, for that mug, for that face. You have to use 1,000,000 filters. You don't look like this, honey, okay? You have to use 1,000,000 filters because the real face that you possess, yeah, 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 it's bad, okay? I mean, let's just be real. I mean, you take the meaning, okay, of the word that rhymes with a negative word that people call people, right? Let's just say it's a hag, right? And you take that word and you give it a whole new meaning and a whole new spin, Rat Smith. That's right, because that's exactly what you are. You understand? You're washed up, and you have to sit there on YouTube worrying about a sector that doesn't exist. Why is it our fault, Tiffany? Oh, I bet Steve's gonna love this. Why is it our fault, Tiffany? Let me start talking with an echo for you so you really hear. Tiffany, he. Chrisman. Why is it our fault? Cat Smith said you're a man catfish. Man catfish. You don't know what's on the other side of the screen. Man catfish. Right? Tell us, why, Cat Smith, is it our problem that you all are receiving your karma that you've earned? You're who did all these actions. You're who committed these crimes. I want to run a GoFundMe. You know who they come to? They come to me. Steves was right. Steves is pretty smart. He knows law too. Immediately he pointed out, nope, you lied. She has family members, right, that can help. So that was a lie. That's fraud. Yes. And if you report it properly, she will be charged and should go to prison. Unless, like I said, what you have to understand is these people, Styles, Sweet Lily, what you don't understand, Sweet Lily, is these people have corrupt ties to the corrupt departments. The departments are all corrupt, Steves. Okay, this is why you went through what you went through with Tommy Sotomayor, right? And with those charges you were running from. Now, I don't know how you got out of that. I don't know if you snitched. I don't know if you sold your soul. I don't know. And I don't really care. Okay. But all I'm going to tell you is these people have direct corrupt ties. They've proved it already in Akron, Ohio. They've proved it here. They've proved it where else? Proved it in Green Bay. That's why I stood up to them. So if you were paying attention, Sweet Lily, to what happened in Green Bay for real, I mean, there was a lot of action, man. Did you miss all that? Did you miss Tyree Sneed standing up to everyone by himself? You missed all that, huh? I know you saw it. So, like I said, why would you be against me when I'm the one trying to help you? I'm the one standing up to these people. I think that's great. I think that's 100% what you should do. And like I said, he's better than them. He is different. And like I said, it really saddens me that he settles to try to act like them and take their illegal money to go against me or whatever. When it's like, dude, I understand you need cash. We all do. Like I said, I need donations. It's in the bottom left-hand corner. Go ahead and hit my Cash App, right? But, I mean, is it really worth it, brother? Accepting money from them, as of right now, I mean, it looks ridiculous, man. You're making yourself look ridiculous, dude. You got to stop being hypocritical, man, and start making some sense and realize when the situation is serious as it gets. Again, this is a federal lawsuit, Steve. I have evidence on all these people. I have evidence on you as well of something you said to me that was a crime. Okay? I'm just letting you know reality. Okay? We're 100% taking this matter to federal court, to Supreme Court. It is a federal lawsuit. There probably will not be a Zoom court Everybody will probably have to appear in person because it's too serious. The charges are too serious. And like I said, all these people are looking at charges, guaranteed charges, and the readings even say this. The divine already said what it is of RICO, okay? RICO, probably racketeering, probably child trafficking, the highest conspiracy charge towards me, conspiracy to do what towards me, right? Which is what all this is about and what they've done towards me, tried, right, and failed. So, like I said, I mean, you need to pick a side, partner. You know what I mean? Because once this lawsuit gets filed, it's in the books and that's it. You understand? You need to pick a side. It's just simple as that. I don't know what else to tell you. You feel me? I really don't. You're going to have to pick a side. You feel me? So, I mean, pick your side, make your decision. Like I told you, you're either riding with God and you're riding with me, or you're riding with Satan and you're riding with them. You can't be neutral on a moving train. It's an actual slogan and a phrase, right? You gotta pick a side. So you pick a side. You decide what you want to do. Like I said, God has promised me all these blessings, tons of money, right? You see everything already manifesting, materializing in front of your eyes. You see that there are changes being made. Things are happening. I believe in God, man. I keep my faith through it all, even though I can't breathe every day because of what these people did to me. How would you feel, Steez, in my position? You would be losing it every day if you go through what I go through physically. You see me still rapping, still making better tracks than you, still coming to bat on here, still doing everything I need to do for myself. Becoming a superstar. You don't have any circulation or marketing. I have it all, just like I have it all on here. I succeeded on here against all odds. All of you have been on here way before me, way longer. How did I make it? How did you not? How did you fail? So you see that, and then you see the music. Nobody's coming close to me. It's not about that. It's not about sitting here and arguing over nonsense, okay? We already know who's better. Me. I'm the best in the world. That's why I went worldwide independently. I mean, you can listen to our tracks. No comparison. Who cares? You're the one who's petty and focused on that. You're focused on $15. Again, it was 25. It was a joke, and you need to get over it. You're not getting it back. You understand? And it's that simple. Okay? So, and like I said, that was decades ago, man. You need to get over it and move forward and move on. Right? It's like it's like an ex-girlfriend that won't leave you alone. Like there's tons of them on here. Real talk. There's tons of them on here. Just keep following me on the internet. Like, get over it. Real talk. Get over it. Go eat a ham sandwich and get over it. So, like I said, no, Tiffany Chrisman was a horrible person. One of the most horrible people that I've ever even heard about. I don't know her. I don't need to know her. Okay, if Cat Smith says that was her best friend, what does that tell you about Cat Smith? Right? And like I said, you see the camera on the news thing or whatever. You see how terrible she looks. Well, you look horrible. That's why you're so big on, yeah, I'm blah, blah, blah. With who? With who? You're talking about, what's her name? Queen Fire? Look, Queen Fire is some chick who's looking for acceptance. You know, I understand she has major issues. I feel sorry for her. You know what I mean? I'm not, like, I don't even have anything bad to say. She said one thing to me a long time ago that I'll never forget that was just absolutely horrible. And she knows what she said to me on here. And that was her choice, and that's fine, but I'll never forget it. But still, I'm going to be the bigger, better person and, you know, the God-fearing man that I am. And I'm going to be nice and say that, you know, I hope that I pray for people like Queen Fire. I hope that Queen Fire gets it together. I pray for people like Tiffany Chrisman. I pray for people like Cat Smith still. You know what I mean? So quit trying to project and blame shift everything. Grow up, right? And realize that Steez is 100% right. Tiffany Chrisman was making her own conscious decisions to be a you-know-what and running around, right? Because, like I said, they can't stand us. They can't stand their own themselves. They can't stand to look in the mirror. They have a problem with their own people, something I've talked about for decades, right? Why do you sit here and go to other cultures? Real question. And no, it's not anything but the truth. Why do you go to other cultures seeking acceptance? Because clearly you're rejected by your own. That's the truth. And it applies to all of them. They all do that. All of them. You know, there's nothing wrong with mixing it up every now and then, but that's not what was going on. What was going on is sheer desperation and seeking acceptance from a culture that you know nothing about. I know more about that culture than you ever will. I come from it. You're not a part of it. That's what Styles was talking about. He said the truth. He said, you think they relate or know what the hell we're talking about? I do, because I come from your culture. They don't. I'm the only one. You know, them people, they don't, they were all sent here and all part of the Tommy Sotomayor train, right, of discrimination, right, not only against his own, not only against women, but against everybody. And they were sent to target me. This is a conspiracy, people, that has been uncovered in front of your face. So shame on that news station for reporting that and not talking about the truth, that the person on camera, Cat Smith, is part of a conspiracy, right, that literally did crazy stuff, called Seton Hospital. Something happened to me that's horrible between my stomach and abdomen because of these people, and I've been fighting for my life for the past 4 or 5 years. But you see, the news doesn't care about that, right? They don't care. Because why? Because it's not them. See what I'm saying? It's just like it's never a problem until it happens to mainstream America. When it happens to niggas in the hood, nobody cares. That's what I represent. When it happens to a real man like me, nobody cares. Nobody cares what happened to me, how unfair it was, and that it affected my entire life and changed everything and literally like ruined everything for me. And I've had to sit here and try to rebuild everything from scratch. No one cares. You think you went through something, sweet Lily? Let me explain something to you, homie. You ain't been through nothing. You have no clue. You could never even comprehend someone like me and what I've made it out of. So you need to come with some respect. And I'm back. Like I said, you need to come with some respect, right? You go ahead and get that documented. They can run their mouth all day. It's irrelevant. Question is, do any of you want to come here and actually have a conversation? The real people. When will Sweet Lily grow up and be a man? Why don't we have a conversation, brother? I'm not here to argue with you. So, I mean, stop over talking, stop arguing and projecting. I mean, do you want to have a conversation? I'll drop the link, bro. All you got to do is come through, click it. We can talk and we can have a civil conversation. I don't get what your issue is. I'm very easy to conversate with, man. It's clear that you're the problem. All of you. It's clear that you're the ones who don't know how to do this. That's why I succeeded and you failed. So again, Knowledge is Key's washed up wife says she's depressed working her 9 to 5. For real. Like I'm like the counselor mediator that comes into your community and talks about you like some kind of specimen, right? Like, so Knowledge is Key's wife, she's depressed at her job, right? She's depressed at work, right? Because she's always having to constantly slave away. Because Knowledge is Key, as a husband, he's just not there. He doesn't step up, right? So there's a lot of issues in their community over there, over down yonder, and they have to deal with those issues, right? Of course you want a company, but see, one doesn't always get what they want. Just because you want something doesn't mean anything. The question is, do you know how to do it? And are you willing to work hard to do it? You're not depressed working your 9 to 5. You're realizing that you're a wage slave. You're mad because you know what I'm saying is true, right? Like, you got a lot of frustration built up, like all these people, especially, if knowledge is key as your husband. For real, right? You got all sorts of frustrations going on, clearly, right? So, like I said, I mean, you're who chooses to deal, like all you so-called women, with an individual who you know is nothing, an individual who you know is a failure, an individual who you know is a liar, an individual who you yourself said lacks everything, right? You said everything horrible and terrible about this man. That's actually true because that's what he is. Like, he's nobody, right? But you choose to sit there and be with him. Why? 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 How do you even say her name? Why, fake goddess Ankalala, ankle weight, whatever the hell your name is? We'll just call you Sergeant Ankleweight. Sergeant Ankleweight. Why? Why do you choose to be with such a failure like knowledge is key, who lacks the knowledge to ever look at himself and see the truth, right? He already sees the truth. He already know what it is. That boy know he's a failure. He knows he ain't never gonna be nobody, and he mad as hell about it, right? Like I said, I'm not against anyone. I heard one of these individuals, I heard the Buns Dot say the other day that he's not a hater. oh, oh, that's funny, bro. You funny, man. I'm telling you, bro, these people backwards, they talk backwards and they think people care. Don't nobody care. They think people believe them. Like, don't nobody care, bro. You know what I mean? Don't nobody care. Don't nobody feel any type of way about none of y'all or nothing you got going. It's just all a bunch of nonsense. You feel me? So, like I said, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, to be frank. You feel me? I just think it's funny. You know what I mean? Like I said, Tiffany Chrisman was one of the ringleaders, possibly the main ringleader, right? I heard that she was a fake real estate agent, right? So she was a real estate agent. Look at this representing your companies. They work for you. They represent you and your companies, right? And it makes that company look terrible because Tiffany Chrisman was a ringleader of an underground illegal organization. Do you understand this? And the truth is going to come out, right? Matter of fact, I may change the show title even to something about the truth about Tiffany Chrisman. We're going to get these issues out, Styles. We can work together and you can help me to do so. That's what you need to do. If you do a broadcast, which please do, I enjoy listening to them. You need to do a broadcast and you continue to talk about this and expose this. I understand you did it once. Just bring it up again and continue to expose them because that's what needs to happen. Their crimes need to be exposed. The question needs to be posed and asked why these other people and agencies refuse to do their job and arrest them and lock them up. And it's because they're all corrupt and they're all in on it. It's a very deep, vast operation, just like they said in the new movie when he said it's the whole system. That's what's going on here, Steve. You better wake up, homie. You're part of a story that, like I said, the news, the world has never seen anything of this magnitude. And guess who's the main character? Batman. See, are you starting to understand the magnitude now, Steve, of when I said if people, rap beef with me, it would be like the East Coast, West Coast feud. It's that big, bro. I'm that important. Not them. They're not famous. I'm famous. Buns Dot ain't famous. Nobody knows who that is. That's the reality he has to deal with every day, right? So he sits on YouTube and does his antics because he can't grow up and he's an adult, right? It's pathetic. But you have a chance to be a part of this on YouTube, and you have a chance to be a part of making sure that these people are held responsible for what they did to me and for their crimes. Why are you against me? Like I said, I've never done anything towards you or said anything towards you. I literally was nice to you, and you're just very hypocritical. You told me something about 52 Blocks Info was a beast, right? Which I clearly proved wrong. The beast is Tyree Sneed. So why are you so mad, and why won't you just give me credit where credit's due? You need to get the envy and jealousy and the discrimination that you feel. You need to deal with that and get that out of your heart, brother. You know what I mean? Because that's genuinely your problem. All right? So, like I said, I don't have anything against you, man. Like I said, the Lucius spot is open. Lucius was the Morgan Freeman who made all the stuff for Batman. I mean, you're the guy to do it, bro. I don't understand why you don't believe in yourself, man. You're the dude to do it, bro. You know how to talk. You could do your broadcast. Yeah, I'll build a full studio for you. You can have everything you need, right? You have your liquor in one hand and have your food to eat right there, your cupcakes, whatever the hell you want. And we can make tracks. You can help me with these missions. And what I need to do as Batman, right? To save the day and save lives and help people, right? And expose these criminals, okay? And stand up to these illegal criminal organizations, because that's what Batman does for a living, okay? So, like I said, the spot is open. I mean, do you want it or no? Wow, what was the point of that? Man, I'm telling you, bro, these people just silly out here, bro. Like the minute that I start walking, I just see how ridiculous and ignorant it is here. It really is crazy, man. It's embarrassing, bro. Like from the bottom of my heart, it's downright embarrassing. But yeah, like I said, let me drop the link for you. Let's see if Steez can ever be a man and come talk. You're not blocked. You shouldn't be, at least. Let me see here. Come on, sweet Lily. Let's go, man. All right. Drop the link for you. There it is. I love it, man. And that's the thing, man. I'm not going to talk to people who are banned for the program. And I mean, if you had anything constructive or real or positive to say, maybe I'd listen. But I mean, you just make no sense and it's pathetic. That's fine. Do your thing, type of way. But with Styles, like I said, you have the link there, 20 in the box. I'm going in. Everybody is listening, right? Because I'm the truth and they know everything I'm saying is the truth. Like I said, Tiffany Chrisman was a ringleader of a domestic you-know-what organization that's completely illegal, and she was going to go to prison regardless because all this truth is coming out. You feel me? So it's like, why in the world? By the way, I need y'all to donate. Donate, man. I want to get me a pizza. Can y'all donate? Give me a pizza for like $10. We'll get a whole big pizza. You can say whatever you want, man. It doesn't bother me, man. I mean, that's fine. If you're just going to say things that don't exist, that's perfectly fine. Why would that bother me? So you make the assumption, then you try to force it. Yeah, you're pathetic. So like I said, man, like we all know where God stands, bro. God loves me. You know what I mean? Like I said, that's why all these things are happening, because of God, right? All right, let me go ahead and kick them out. Oh, let me take a picture. Okay. It's common sense, man. You're going to have to come correct if you want to get on this platform. I don't run nothing but your mouth. All right, hold up. We're going to do a whole new show, and I'm going to go in on the whole conspiracy that surrounds Tiffany Chrisman, right? And what they've tried to do to me. All right, we'll talk right now. And I'll drop the link for you again, Steve.